Welcome to another edition of News Bites here on Daily World Television. My name is Kal Korff and I'm your host. The computing giant Apple, which is the largest company on the planet, it is in fact the biggest company of all time in the history of business. Its net worth is over $1 trillion and counting, has been granted a patent by the US government for yet another revolutionary device. Now, this is incredible, and we'll go into the details of this patent in just a moment, but let's jump back to something that its co-founder Steve Jobs said, and he's right. Steve Jobs said that you're lucky in life if you're able to do one thing, as in invent something that truly revolutionizes or changes the world. Apple did that with the invention of the Apple II computer in the 1970s. It became the most popular personal computer after it was invented by Apple and its other co-founder, Steve Wozniak. Then Apple reinvented computing with the Macintosh. It legitimized the idea of point and click and pull down menus and the graphical user interface, which was later vindicated 11 years later by Microsoft when Windows 95 came out. Then Apple, in its third iteration of changing the world, reinvented the music player, the portable music player, in the form of the iPod. The iPod has no viable competitor. Then Apple reinvented and changed and upended forever the mobile phone industry, basically putting out of business essentially Nokia and BlackBerry and even Windows phones, which are down to 1.5% market share, by reinventing the smartphone. Implementations such as multi-touch and the App Store, those are all Apple inventions. Then Apple revolutionized tablet computing by inventing the iPad. Now, Apple has come under increasing criticism because ever since Steve Jobs died, it has been years since the company has come out with anything truly revolutionary. Now, those days may be over. What I'm holding here now looks like a scrolled up piece of paper, and it is deliberately scrolled up because it would unfold like this. Well, now a patent has been granted to Apple from the US government for a computer that has foldable OLEDs, that is thin LEDs for the display. It scrolls up like this. The speakers are here. And then when you unfold it, it becomes straight like a normal tablet computer. Now, if Apple actually brings a scroll pad to the market, let's call it that for lack of a better official Apple term, this will of course revolutionize and once again change the industry. It will be yet another example of how Apple continues to outpace the rest of the industry. Now, there's no conclusive proof that Apple's going to release this to the market, but the patent has been leaked, and it was leaked on a website called Apple Insider, and Apple Insider is used, not coincidentally, by Apple to go ahead and put selective leaks out there to start to build the buzz. The technology to make foldable or bendable or really thin, paper-thin OLEDs has been around for the last 2 years. Now the manufacturing base to produce them in mass quantities needed for a consumer item that would become popular is now there. So after the iPhone 8 comes out, on the 10th anniversary of the iPhone itself, you may see soon after that or in the next year what is basically a scroll pad. Again, it will be an iPad that unfolds like this, straightens itself out, and then when you want to go ahead and put it away, you just fold it up, okay? The speakers are here, and then you just put it away or carry it. Maybe in the future, one of the future cases for such a device will be a little band to keep it together. Who knows? It is exciting nonetheless, regardless of who might actually make it. If such a product does see the light of day, regardless of its manufacturer, it will again be a real game changer.